everybody. I am Mr. CG Dragon Spook here, and I have a question for y'all if you know, have an answer for it. Yeah. Uh, my hair is short for a reason. Why? Because it is. Now, I don't mean to pasture you on this or make you think that you should or not. It at your discretion. But I was listening to radio on my home, and I heard that in the Bible that they say that there was a guy who was very grateful for his long hair because it gave him great strength. It probably is true, but I do read the Bible, so given that factor, probably is unique by all standards. But as if you're watching this right now, I don't have the longest hair. I may be a dude, but I don't have long hair. Now, I see 2 points to this. One, if you're a dude and you have long hair, it probably indicates that you're probably either hippie or you just really like your long hair, depending on the color of it. And if you choose to cut it, that's your discretion. Your popularity or your fans or your followers who absolutely like you having long hair and you go and get it cut, it don't say much. All it shows is that, yeah, hey, look at me, I got a haircut. Like, is that a problem? No. Do I have short hair for a reason? Yeah. I did it. The only reason I had long hair, and I don't have pictures of it, well, I probably do, I just don't know where they are right now. But I grew my hair out for a reason, and because someone else could use it. Because if y'all haven't noticed, my hair and my beard is red. Now, given that factor, red is a very hard color to come by. And ladies, don't get me wrong, guys. If you have red hair, keep it. Don't dye it. I thought about it. Trust me, I thought about long and hard about it, and I came to the conclusion that I tried my red hair for a reason. Now, girls, if you have red hair or whatever, great. But the diet to change it is not really worth it. Just saying that I don't know where I was going with this. Oh, I know where I was going with this. It came back to me. Thank God. Well, let's just say, red hair here in Canada or in the States, if you're from the States or in Canada or somewhere in the great north. Having red hair is not a problem, but the only thing I can see is that it only makes either up between anywhere, and I've looked this up, it only makes up between 1 and 2% here in Canada and in the States. But there is a different side to this over on the other side in like Russia and other places like that on the other side of the sea, which is basically on the other side of the globe. But if you were to go to Scotland or Ireland, doesn't matter which one, you're both still going to a small, interesting little island. It makes up about 40% red heads there. Having an odd color there, like having a blonde or a black or a brunette, is probably more rare there than it is here. So, as a conclusion to red hair, should I dye it? Should I not? I go with the no. Why? Because red hair set off the right way looks absolutely To be honest with you, it looks really, really good. My hair right now is a giant mess. Don't don't focus on that too hard. I know it may be on top of my head. Does it affect what I choose to display it right now? No. I took my toque, my not my toque, my beanie. Cause I have a toque, I have a beanie, I have a baseball cap, I have a cowboy hat. Yes, I know, strange, but having red hair is not a problem. Actually, to be honest with you, it is more unique due to the studies that are found within that red hair have a unique set of genes. Now, I don't know how many of you all are familiar with this particular gene that comes with being a redhead. It is MC1R. Now, this gene is very, very unique, and it only affects mostly redheads. Now, given that factor, you would think, having red hair or having something close to like an auburn or an orange or having a dark red is out of the question. But no, that fact is actually more lenient towards it because uh, the most rarest kind of red-headed people are people who have red hair and have blue eyes. Now, that also says a lot for different parts. Take Germany, for example. The most rare set of eye and hair color would be blonde and blue. Why? I don't know. Unless you are blonde and have blue eyes and have a Germish background, then my point, take a look into it. Why? Probably because there's something unique behind it. Now, I want to know more about why I have red hair and if there's something attached that I did not know. Apparently, there is. Now, I don't know how 100% true this is or if it's less than 100 and more of a 50. Now, they say redheads have unique sets of skills, or in this case, superpowers, as they would call them. I don't know if the superpower would be considered to making your own vitamin D a superpower. Now, with that being said, there is very unique parts of that. Redheads don't actually need a whole lot of vitamin D, so we tend to not just, tan like we would like to. I'm pretty sure most of the redheads probably watching this would agree with me that tanning would be a great thing. But if you fry in the first 10 minutes of being in sunlight, then yes, you are a redhead. And I know from previous experience that I have done that so hard. So having vitamin D being part of that MC1R gene is pretty cool. I'll give you that. People say that we have a unique sense of pain, which is developed between generations, but it's only pertaining to redheads. Now, if this is true for blondes or brunettes or people who have black hair, I don't know how you would say that one. I'm sorry, it's just weird. Having black hair, I don't know how I pull that off. I'm kind of partial and kind of enjoyment of my red hair. But there might be something unique that is pertaining to having black hair, brown hair, or blonde hair. Now, my hair color, yes, it may look red on camera, but it actually is a bit of a multitude. It's got blonde roots, no offense, has orange in it, and it has red. So that therefore makes me a strawberry blonde, or not a blonde. I'm getting my words confused again. Strawberry redhead. Now, that is very odd, but I've never seen anybody else with that kind of sets. Unless you are one who has that set of colors in your hair, then great. Join the fan club. I'm kidding. Haha. But because I heard this on the radio, I just wanted to see if there were people who have. If you have here, 4 things, or sorry, 5 things I should think of. One, if you've dyed your color previously, then put down whatever color you plan to go to next, or you stayed with that color. And if you're red, put a red heart. If you have blonde, put a goldish or yellow heart. If you have brunette, use a brown heart. If you're black, go to black heart. And I'm not saying that you should, parade around whatever gene that hair color may presume. No. If you feel blonde, but yet you have the similar traits of a redhead, okay, you may be one of a kind. If not, then you're probably like everybody else in the world that has different qualities that most people don't. For example, take myself and my sister, for example. I have the red hair. Do I get the freckles? No. Does she have red hair? No. She has like a dark red, odd. It's a bit of a mix because she was a dirty blonde, but dyed it red for reasons I still don't know. But now she has a very interesting set of colors that highlight her hair very nicely. But does she get freckles? Yes. How does this work? I do not know. But for what I do know of this MC1R, it is pretty fascinating for all to read about. It is very simple to find. You just have to look up for redheads with superpowers. And lo and behold, there's a couple articles that I found. I think there's a few on the first page or 2 or something like that. Great to read if you wanted to read up on it and explain your sorry, getting rid of the marbles in my mouth. Hypothesis on that. If you come across something that is unique to whatever, great. I'd love to hear about it. I kind of like knowing different stuff, and this kind of intrigued me because of the unique effects that being a redhead has. Now, I only list 2, but I know there's more, but I just don't know what their capabilities are. I know for pain is a different tolerance for redheads. As far as heat and cold go, we detect it more quicker than others. So if your redhead friend says, "Oh, it's going to change temperature. The temperature's going to drop," but yet your friend who is blonde can't notice it, well, that's a different story. Sorry, my dog is looking at the black void that is my opposite side of the wall. There's nothing there. But off topic, but if that is an occurrence, then take a look into it, see what you can't dig up. If you find something that is out of the blue and may pertain to redheads, or if you have blonde or brunette or black, or then go take a look, because there might be something there that you might not know about your own hair color. I know I didn't know about my own hair color until I went and searched for it, because someone said, "Hey, you got superpowers," something like that. Well, turns out producing your own vitamin D without having the need or the use of the sun is kind of a bonus, especially when you sort of in a small spot where there is no light. But on that note, it is kind of nice because I don't tan very well, and of course the camera's going to show me white as freaking ghost. Not a problem. I do have a slight tan, but the only way to build a tan, as far as I know, go out to the sun, try to push that 5-minute mark, go back inside. Wait a couple minutes, go back outside. But if you're fair skinned or something like that, please use sunscreen. The winter, yes, I know it's probably not the time of season to go out and tan, but in the summer, go right ahead. But if you're a child under 18, some things are more fair to you than 18 and up. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything like that. It's just how you are. If you have nice clear skin, great. Unfortunately, I'm not so lucky. I got stuck with it. I don't have the fair skin. But that's not saying that future generations will not carry it. If it skips a couple generations, it's great. Why? Because the first generation doesn't have to put up with it. The next generation might. Now, I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything of that sort. Have an itch. I am kind of, not all here some days, and my videos will prove that in the future videos to come. Now, I'm only bringing this up because I heard this on the radio. So, if you have questions, you might have to go search for them because I may not have all the answers. Now, if it's something unique, whether it's about a video game or it's about a Transformer, I'm not saying I'm a nerd, but it kind of blatantly obvious because with the stuff I've got. Now, given that factor, if you are a bit of a nerd and you have some sort of knowledge of whatever the universe might have, great. Do I want to know about it right today? Probably not. It's probably not the time for it. But it's not saying that your request to tell me more about this would go to waste. I like to learn something new every day. So if you guys have, let's say for example, you discovered what your purpose in life is, great. Then it might be worth telling the world. If you don't feel that comfortable, then email me and I may help you. I don't know how well it's going to work for everybody. I might get 20, I might get 1. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there if you guys want to project it. I'm not here for anybody's amusement. I'm not going to be that easy pushover kind of person. If that's something that is well kept to your heart, fine, I understand. I don't want to know. But I will be very polite about it and say, this is something you should keep to yourself. I love to learn about my fans and my subscribers, my followers, my fans who actually kind of like what I do. I'm not saying I'm not going to, lie or something like that. Because you guys are like a group that will come to be at some point. Now, if you've discovered, something that's so out of this world, like you've seen a UFO or you've seen something in the sky that you have no questions on, and the internet has no answer for you, then fine. It's either A, your imagination playing tricks on you, because I know I've had that happen, or it's probably truer to life than you'll ever know. It was, I think, 5 years ago, me and my friend Dreas were out in the back deck just enjoying the night sky. It was clear, there was nothing in the sky. What did I see? I seen what looks like a dragon flying across the sky. Now, is that a sign? I don't know. But scientists tell us that at one point there may or may not have. It's a 50-50 split of yes or no that says dragons may have existed. Now, it's not hard to tell if King Arthur was right about dragons or the movie Dragonheart was real. Now, if you're kind of one of those believers that believes that, there is a hidden world out there that hides all these mythical creatures or legends or whatever it may be, cool. I'm probably going to be in a jump in the same boat with you. Why? Because I want to learn. I want to go see it. If you don't, then fine. I'm not gonna, jump in a boat with no oars, because honestly, I would be going nowhere with that. But for the people who do think something like that could be possible, great. But as far as, let's say for example, Pokemon, I don't know if that's 100% true. Now that could be true, But I'm kind of one of those optimists. I don't think that's really true. And of course, the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't see it. But playing the card game or playing a game of Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Is great. It's a good way to kill time. Because you, 1 minute you start, next minute you killed like 3 hours just playing a game. Is that a bad thing? Probably not. Is it a good time waster? Oh yeah. You should know I play. But that's something if you guys want to know, great. I only spit stuff out that crosses what I'm into. If it doesn't, then I ain't saying shit about it. Kids, don't swear at your mother. Not nice. I can see it if when you get older. Yeah, as far as kids go, they're gonna learn them. Is it a bad thing? Not 100%, but knowing something is better than not knowing. So, for example, let's say you're plugging in a cord. It has no ends. Well, that's a bad thing. Because you plug a cord in and it's got nothing that it connects to. Let's say it's your clock on the nightstand, and you go to plug it in, and this cord, 2 prongs of the positive and negative are touching you. Well, you're gonna feel a kick, all right. Now, I'm not saying I've done it, but I'm just saying that could possibly be a bad idea. Now, I'm not gonna beat a dead horse with something so stupid that like I'm gonna regret it. So, if you're playing with something that has warning stickers on it, and they put them everywhere, say for example, a giant barrel of corrosive stuff, and it's probably got a label that it'll eat through metal or it'll eat through your skin and possibly kill you. Now, if that is true, then go see your supervisor or someone who knows something. Even your mom or dad might know something what it might be in that barrel. Now, if they don't know, then you gotta find someone who does. Or you take it, if you can't find anybody, take a search. Because they do have words on there that says this is corrosive, or this is, what else is the word I'm looking for? Hazardous to your health. There's another one. Now, I'm not saying go search for these labels. No. To know about them is one thing. To open the barrel and stick your face in it, that's a bad idea. Now, I'm not saying I have done that. Though that would be entertaining with a barrel of radiation. Why? Because who knows? Who knows what might happen? Just like the same reason my dad won't go play in Lake Ontario. Who knows what's been in there? Now, I've been there once. I don't got anything. Last time I checked, I still got all my body parts in it, and all my fingers and toes are counted for. I still have 2 eyes. I was about to say 3, but I don't. I only have 2. So, yeah, I can see where Dad goes with that one, but that's just my dad. Now, is it true for you? Not. It's sort of hit and miss with everybody. Who knows? You might like going down to the beach and just sitting on the beach. Great. Do I want to go to the beach? No. What do I want to do? I want to jump in a race car. But that's just me. You might be the opposite. You might not want to jump in a race car, but you might want to go sit on the beach. Why? Why not? But everybody is different, and the way I see the world is, if I judge myself the way I'm looking at myself right now, probably a bad idea. Because I know my faults, and I'm trying to right my faults. It's not the easiest thing. I've got deep scars, no one sees. Why? Because I wear a shirt. But if you have faults or whatever, or you do something out of the ordinary that no people would ever think to do or want to do to begin with, you know what? They're probably going to judge you for what you do. But look at it this way. If they did something, would you judge them? Or this hand here says I judge people for whatever I do. This hand says I don't judge people for anything. Well, the way I look at it is I'm my left hand. I don't judge anybody. My right hand says I want to judge everybody that I can see. That's not the way I see the world. I see the world as everybody's got something unique about themselves. Everybody's got something that's, mysterious or whatever. That's fine. Do I judge it? No. Do I want to judge it? Honestly, if you've got something so unique about yourself that no one knows about, but yet you tell someone like myself or someone like that, kudos. I feel blessed. Why? Because you told me something I don't know about you before. I would have judged you 5 seconds earlier if you had you not told me. But I'm not the judging person. I don't like to judge. It just seems wrong and all the above. So to judge someone before it's like reading the book. I could read a book today, but I could judge the other book that I was going to read tomorrow. It says, I don't like you. Well, that's just pointless to read that book. It says, if the other book you read previous says, I like the stuff that you do, cool. Why? Because you know what? You're not judging the book from the cover. You're reading the book first, then you're going to look at the cover and then make a hypothesis or a conclusion at the end of the book or at the end of the chapter, wherever you have stopped. Now, it is unique how everybody sees the world, but most people nowadays are judging people just by their appearance. Now, you look at me and you look at someone else. We may look alike, yes. Does it mean we think and act the same way? No. He may run a company this way. I can see the company running that way. So why do that? It's just out of human nature to judge. But the people who do not judge are the ones that are getting judged because they do something out of the blue. Why? Because people nowadays want to judge. So if you're like me, that does not judge anybody, does not judge things or how that works, or hey, that's wrong, don't. Why? Why am I telling you don't? Because you don't know the whole story. Get to know the person that, let's say it's a bully that constantly picks on you. Now, I'm not a big fan of bullying. I was never bullied in high school, and I never did any bullying. Why? Because bullying is just a waste of time. And my original dad and mom got divorced. No big deal. Do I do any bullying because of that? No. Did my dad fight like hell to get one custody? Yes. Mother? No. But I'm letting this out because it's a way of venting. So don't take my personal tragedy into your lives. Yes, you may know more about me at the end of all of this, but it's not a guideline for your lives. I want you guys to make your own paths. Find your own discoveries or destiny, whatever you may call it these days. I built my own path and I'm still sticking to my path, and I struggle with my path every day. Does it mean that I'm going to crush something or fall into a pit that's darker than hell? Probably not. I don't know. My path hasn't got there far yet. But for what I do know is I am doing all I can to get to where I want to be. Now, I might go up, and of course my hand's not in the camera. I might go up, I might go down. If I go up, yay, I get to go see heaven. I can also go get to see my papa, who I miss very dearly. But I know while I'm still here on this planet, which is Earth, last time I checked, it wasn't Cybertron, or Mars for that matter, is I'm not here for a long time, but I am here for a good time. So if someone says, oh, go take a listen to that video, or have you seen this music, or have you listened to this music, or have you seen this video that goes with it, say no. but I'd like to send me a link or show me it sometime. Go take a listen. You might be surprised at what you find in it. Because honestly, I used to be just country, and that was it. I had a little bit of rock and roll. So I went on a bit of a limb, listened to something else, and I like it. Now I'm not saying that's going to be true for everybody. So if you like this, cool. If you don't, no big loss for my end. Though it will suck because I have one less viewer watching. So if you are one of the million that are watching this right now, thank you. Tell your friends, tell your family, I don't know. Whoever you have that's close, dear to your heart, or your family that feels like you may have friends that feel like family because they're always constantly there or always talking to you or whatever it may be. That doesn't mean that they're a bad person. They just know you for you. So if you go on a limb and change all your stuff, well, deep down, on the outside, you may be a completely different person. But it's what's in the inside that counts. And your friends might notice that. I've done it. You know what? I'm still me. I have past tense, has, was, present tense, still am, future tense, still going to be. Am I still going to be a redhead? Yeah. To the day I die. Does that make any difference? No. So, therefore, enjoy what you have. If your friends or your family or whatever say, hey, want to go to a movie or want to go catch some dinner or go grab a drink, go for it. Though I would not suggest drinking and driving because that is, well, nowadays it's illegal. You gotta be careful of this stuff. Not unless your friend says, hey, I'm going to be your designated driver. Great. But don't get plastered to the point of no return. I have this rule, and on my 23rd birthday, I decided, it'd be a good idea. I'll splurge once. And my one choice out of the whole menu was to have a beer. Was it a bad thing? No. But did I have 10 of them? No. Did I have 5? No. Did I have 1? Yes. Why? Because I wanted to try something new. Trying something new is not a horrible thing. So, if you want to go try a beer and you're of legal age, don't use my number as an example. I was 23. I only turned one year. So, make the best of what number you turn. So, I may be 23. Tomorrow, I may be 50. That's time. Don't blame time for that. So, in conclusion, is having anything bad or having something good in your life change you? No. Doesn't matter if you have red hair, black hair, blonde, brunette, or you have a blue skin, because why not? I'm not going to judge you for who you are. Why? Because that just seems at face value. If I get to know you beyond your face value, then I can actually build a good relationship with someone. Whether it's you on the other side of the screen watching me flail my arms around or my hands. Okay. Then, okay. But if you want to join in on the fun that I may have on my channel, great. I'm always open to see new stuff or to hear new stuff or hear what the world's going to offer tomorrow, because apparently tomorrows are always coming. You can't change the past. You can do something about it in the present, but you can't change the future. But if the future changes, how are we going to know? So, this is CJ Dragon Spooks here. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, or I forget what the last one was. And I'll see you in the next one, so stay tuned.